created you and called you by name. He who formed you, oh precious one.
Sydney, Australia. I thought I would just show you around so you can see where I've been staying. This is a beautiful place. For the past 7 days I've been staying in a place called Darling Harbour in Sydney, Australia, and I am just so thankful for this opportunity to take a break from my day-to-day life, mostly being mommy to 2 beautiful girls, and finally I made it here, and it's been an amazing week. So anyway, I'm gonna try and move around here as I talk so you can see my view. So I was challenged and encouraged and just blessed by the time I was here. So I decided to book my ticket in such a way that I would have a few more days to just be around Sydney and check it out, because I've been wanting to come for 25 years, you guys, 25 years. So never give up on your dreams, no matter how small or big they are. Sometimes you have to wait a long time, but it's definitely worth it. Yeah, so Sydney has been amazing. I've met so many incredible people, just starting from the people at my hotel. This is the view from my room in Darling Harbour. It's just incredible. It's a cloudy day today, but you can still see quite a bit. There's so much to see here. In a place called Darling Harbour, in one of those gorgeous French hotels, and I can see all this laying down on my bed. Sydney, I've been wanting to come here for the past maybe 25 years, and I've waited and prayed and waited and worked hard, and finally I'm here, and it's exciting. After resting yesterday, I managed to walk about 4 miles, and I got as far as the Opera House, Sydney Opera House, the famous Sydney Opera House, and the Royal Botanic Garden, and I went to the harbour. It was a beautiful walk, and I'm glad I did it, because yesterday was real nice and sunny and not too warm. Today is a bit rainy and cloudy, but it's nonetheless just gorgeous. Let me show you my room. Everything is comfortable but not overdone. I just love that. There's a little space here with, I can make my own tea and coffee whenever I want. Back to that view. I can see all this at night laying down on my bed. On the 33rd floor. I can't even say that. It's so high up, and I'm a little scared of heights. So I'm trying not to look at the cars below, because then it gets me to realize how high up I am. So I kind of stay with what I'm comfortable with, which is looking at the boats and the buildings. I realize my coming to Sydney doesn't change the position of the earth, but to me personally, it's just a testament of God's faithfulness and how He cares about even the little things that we ask Him for. We come to realize that whatever He gives us is always His best for us. A couple days ago I got lost, didn't know where to find my bus stop, and a man who actually happens to be a dad walked with me all over Sydney until I found my bus stop. And his reasoning was that he was going to be in Japan real soon, and he and his family are going on vacation, and he figured it's going to be depending on the hospitality and help from other people. So he said, why not help me out? So I really, really thanked him for that. I love to travel. This is what I did for a long time before I had little ones. Those of you with little ones know how tough it is to travel with them. And so for them to give me this opportunity to travel has been incredible. I wanted to share with you one amazing thing that happened to me yesterday. So I went out to Sydney. So right now I'm in a place called Darling Harbour, as I said. And Sydney is, I guess, a few bus stops away from here. CBD, I think is what they call it. But anyway, so I had this t-shirt on, and the only thing on it is the word blessed in very bold white letters. So that's the t-shirt I was wearing as I walked around Sydney. And going up a street, I saw this lady who happened to be walking with her husband. She must have been in her 80s, sweet old lady. She came up to me almost in a whisper, asking if she could talk with me. And so I thought, oh boy, maybe she got lost and she thinks I'm from here and she's gonna ask me for directions, and I was gonna do the best I could. I was actually at that point, I was lost myself. But anyway, so she said, can I tell you something? I said, sure, go ahead. She said, I am blessed. I received that message, and you are blessed. It caught me by surprise. So I just stammered around for words, and I said, I agree with you. I am blessed, and you and I are blessed. So we had a little conversation for a while, and then she went her way and I went my way, and I realized that I was going the wrong direction. So 15 minutes later I found my way back to a different street, and at this point I looked up and it was such an amazing view. I just wanted to catch a memory of that. So it was just a random place on George Street, which is like their one of the main streets that runs right across the city. So I stopped and I asked obviously very African American couple that was coming my way. I asked them if they could help me take a picture. They didn't even respond. They just kept walking. Who knows, they probably thought I was a homeless person trying to ask for money. I don't know. But so I just figured, never mind, somebody else will come along and they'll help me. And sure enough, here comes a young lady who looked very friendly. I said, can you please take a picture of me in front of this? Just at this point, I want to make sure I remember this moment. Remember, it was just a random place. There's no reason I was doing that except I loved the view. So she took a few pictures of me and then gave me back the phone. And as I turned around to start heading back to where I was supposed to be going, I hear a voice in back of me, and I turned around and the lady said, the lady who was behind me said, people are noticing. They are noticing you. And at that point I realized it was the same lady that had stopped me to tell me I was blessed. And again, she caught me unawares, and at that point she went on to say, with everything that's going on in this world, you need to go tell people the good news. So against stand, I said, yes, I do need to tell people the good news. And she went on to just speak encouraging words to me that up to now I'm trying to recall everything she said. I just remember a few things, and then at the end she said, can I give you a hug? I said, sure. She said, I love hugs, and I said, I love hugs too. She came and gave me a big hug, and she said, God bless you, and I said, God bless you too. At that point her husband showed up. I'm not sure where he had gone the whole time we had been speaking, and when he showed up they crossed the street and off they went. Later on last night when I started looking through my pictures, I noticed that at that point when I had asked the girl to take a picture of me, this woman was actually in my background. So when I flipped through the pictures, there she was. I don't even know what that whole encounter was about, but I can assure you it's a God moment. I was so touched by that. And walking around Sydney, again, this is it's a beautiful city, but it is a city, it's a place with human beings just like anywhere else. People who live here know that this is a hodgepodge of everybody. So what are Christians to do? If we walk around condemning people, there's no way they will want to be like us or even show interest in who we are or what we do. So my goal has been to share a joke, a smile. I've just gone about everywhere I've gone. I've greeted people, I've looked them in their face, I've said hi, and it's just been a beautiful reminder of how God can use you even in the most mundane, or in this case on your little vacation. So I've had conversations with people that I pray that somehow a seed would have been planted, that they would be interested in knowing who God is, who Jesus is. And at the end of the day, we are called to tell people about Jesus and the fact that he died to set us free, and the fact that he loves us so much that he gave his life to redeem us. And that when we come to him wholeheartedly and ask him to come into our hearts and believe that he died and rose again to save us and confess our sins, we will be saved. So that's our job. At the end of the day, we each have to decide who we follow. But for me, Jesus is it. Whether in Sydney or in Kasempa or in London or wherever I may be, Jesus is it. And he has made the difference in my life. And so that's the story I'm praying that I can share with as many people as I'm able to. So this has been Sydney for you. A little chat from Darling Harbour, and I'm gonna try and turn the camera around to show you where I've been staying, my beautiful hotel. There it is, Sofitel. So hi everybody, I am so excited. I am coming to you live, not really live, but live for me, from Bondi Beach, Sydney, Australia. Wait, how beautiful is this whole view? It's unbelievable. I almost didn't get off the bus because I wanted to do a little bit more sightseeing. But then when I saw just how gorgeous that water looks, I had to stop. I've been to many places. I've been blessed to visit over a dozen countries in the world. South Africa, Cape Town is my favorite spot, and I think I just found my second favorite city, Sydney. Look at that beautiful view. I'm just in awe of God and everything is created. I had to plan, I had to pray, I had to work like crazy to save up to come here. But I'm so glad I did. Be blessed. Don't give up on your dreams. So yeah, it's been an amazing stay, and I'm so thankful to the Lord for 7 days of just rest. And here on, I'm going to another city for a couple days, and let's see how it goes. Maybe I will share something when I'm there, but for now, God bless you. Keep it with Jesus wherever you are. Bye. Search me, oh God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. Point out anything in me that offends you, and lead me along the path of everlasting life.
found you.